All right, go ahead and log on, guys. Start buffing up.
Thank you, Tiny.
Leatherface, I don't know if anyone's out there to summon you, man. I think most people poured it in.
So, Vor, what's the schedule in terms of bosses tonight and bosses Thursday?
We need to kill 4 horsemen this week, so the week's gonna revolve around that pretty much. We're gonna try to get Instructor down in Gothic and keep as many buffs as possible, but the main thing I care about tonight is just getting practice on 4 horsemen, and then when we come back on Thursday, everyone needs to have world because we're gonna go for burn on the first boss. But tonight, though, we need to get there. That's the number one thing, and then we'll see about how time looks for the rest of the content. We have to progress, so like there's going to be some weeks like Saffron's going to be the exception because we have to kill everything before we can do Saffron. But for this week, we need to focus on 4 horsemen. So we only raid 2 days, so we can't necessarily clear everything if that means like we get a kill on this. So
I don't disagree with that, but I thought we were starting in a bomb wing this week.
No, we changed it. We're going to start in outwards.
That sounds good to me. Just making sure, boss.
Last minute change.
Over to this side, please. I think we got buffs out, but everyone come over here, please.
The healer, I do what I'm told.
We're gonna pull it. We're gonna pull in like 1 minute.
You're gonna make me wait that long? They're coming to us right now.
Man, it looks good enough. Let's get this. Tanks, make sure you're up here. Just watch your don't lose buffs, guys. Don't do anything stupid. Let's be careful.
Temperance, you got a hot mic. You can go push talk, that'd be nice.
Yeah, let me fix that real quick.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Let these come back, guys. Remember the sphere.
Out of range.
We can stack these up, boys.
It's too far away.
Careful melee. Don't die to this. Back out. Go ahead and move up into here.
Turn back while there's still time.
Remember, X is the spinny one.
Let's let these come to the back half of the room, guys, just to be safe. We kill Skull pretty quick, but still let it come back. Go ahead and bring Triangle over. We can stack these other than with that. I'm going to this.
Grabbing the next two while they're close.
I'm going to pull Skull to the right. Careful melee.
It's too far away.
Scrap back here whenever we're ready.
Remember, stack Skull on X and cleave him down. Pulling.
Out of range.
Ads behind him.
Everyone on the Necro Knight. Skull's up on the Necro Knight.
That was a cool fear.
Right into the whirlwind.
Shades are next. Watch the ghost.
Gotta stop running from me, please. It does nothing.
Constructs. After constructs, then on Captain.
Careful melee.
Nice recovery. Just waiting for the pat and mana. Coming.
Out of range.
I'm feared. Skulls loose, just kill it.
We're getting more constructs.
We still have ads.
Where are you taunting?
Big heals on moment.
Well, we can always just clear the constructs from now on if we want.
Doesn't seem to do much to them.
Yeah, they go down pretty easy.
It's too far.
Come back in here, guys. We're not going to go in this room yet.
Bringing triangle over by the crafting guy. That was so terrible, Novocaine.
Out of range.
I know.
You need something?
We can come in here, guys. Come around the corner. We can fight these in here.
Here we go.
Let these come back here.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
We're going to pull these up, guys. Stay up here.
I'm out of range.
after this pull, can we buff Shadow Proc, please?
And you guys can come on down. Just not all the way. Shadow Proc good?
Yeah, looks fine.
Alright, here we go.
Fight these right at the base of this ramp here, guys.
Far away. Out of range. I need to get closer. It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Let's make sure we spread these out. I'm going to pull Skull over here to the far right.
Far left with triangle.
I'm out of range.
Here we go.
I need to get closer.
We got a little extra speed.
One of you have it?
Pepe, can you help over there?
It's too far away.
Yeah, he's got one. And Vor, if you could get the other seat off of Momi. Finish triangle before we get on the steeds. If you have high debuff stack, step away.
It's too far away.
Nice job, healers. All right, here we go.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
Do you need a buy yet?
Oh, poor Nova.
It really does happen so fast. Like,
Trample does so much fucking damage. Jesus. Does like 4k in 1.6 seconds.
we get Ford on him, please?
At least now you don't have to worry about losing world buffs.
Too far away.
That's like the third time.
I know. There's no fear left in him.
I like the bomb. Just level your bow skill or whatever.
Don't worry, after this pull, we just have the shit shovelers over there, so it'll be alright.
I'm out of range.
Yeah, and you're up for this tonight, Falcon. Taser won't be here this week, so.
Kiduki?
We're good to go, Jello, when you're ready.
All right, here we go.
Really, always when we pull, just make sure you're not staying in line of sight of the boss when he casts Shout. It will one-shot you. Other than that, just heal tanks and add. Okay, we're good.
Sweep the leg! Do you have a problem with that? Show me what you've got!
I need to get closer.
Alright, disrupting shout soon. And then wall's gonna go down. Go ahead, range and line of sight.
Should I grab one?
Wall's gonna go down in 2 seconds. Get ready, Falcon. Yeah.
Grabbing square.
Any one of these will work. Just make sure you're not in LOS. Right, square's coming in. Disrupting shout soon. Go ahead, range and healers into LOS now.
Is that too far?
He's a little far, but you might be okay. Diamond, see triangle has it. Disrupting shout soon, get ready.
Taunted, you can drop my control.
Go ahead and line of sight. Circle is good to go if one of you needs it.
Circle?
I taunted square. Yeah, circle's good to go.
Okay. Danging it.
Disrupting go ahead and line of sight now.
I got it.
Diamond's free now.
Okay, triangle.
Good job, guys.
We just did.
Get Diamond on healer.
Chris, will you log on, please?
Thank you again for coming, Jello.
No problem. If you need me, just say something. I'll be in Disco.
Congrats, Momi, for 6.
And that is 4.
All right, 2 down.
Can I walk out of this instance, or do I need a port?
You'll need a port.
I mean, it's not the right 4.
Well, no, it will. It won't be right away.
Could Jello have a port, please?
Yeah, it's over here, Josh.
Oh, thank you. Good luck.
Remember, we do these. If we get 2 steps, we want to line of sight them. It's a shit ton of damage. So
Where'd Jello go? He got real life stuff happening.
yeah. Oh, we pulled. Careful, guys.
It's too far away.
X does a whirlwind, so be careful, melee. I'm changing gear real quick, Ant. Hold on. We're gonna pull again.
So much damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Shogun get topped off since it's 2 staves.
Arnold, go ahead and tank yours on. See where Ant is on this side of the wall. Just hug this wall that's right here into the to our left. I'm gonna pull Skull around.
Arnold, I'd actually recommend back here. That way you don't have to be too close to the other ads. All right, here we go.
I'm out of range.
Back out if you're low. Back out if you're low, guys. We'll have someone pull that for you from now on, Ant. Or not Ant, Arnold.
Definitely.
So good at it now.
Okay, we got stave and axe. So melee, just careful, and I guess both technically.
Just we'll make sure X is away from Skull. Just be careful, melee.
Grabbing 2 swords before they pat. Yep, we're good.
Just make sure we face Easy's cleave.
It's too far away.
Faye, will you help bring X over to Arnold?
It's too far away.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Now we can.
I think I was having push to talk issues.
I was wondering earlier. You were real quiet. I hadn't heard anything from you.
Yeah, I had said some stuff.
Just be glad you couldn't hear.
Watch the path.
You guys could
Yeah, guys, watch the stuff on
Scoot
your
back.
right. Serbius.
Scoot back. Around the wagon.
And we're gonna be
Yeah,
coming
here we
through.
go.
Let's just pull this stuff over here on the right. We're gonna be coming through here a lot if we're wiping on 4 horsemen, so let's just pull it. Be safe.
Sounds good
I
to me.
love the optimism.
We're gonna one-shot 4 horsemen so we can still kill Patch with buffs.
Range, make sure you're not next to Skull.
We don't need buffs or patch.
That's how sissies do it.
I mean, our only kill has been without buffs.
What's that?
Buffs.
No.
Our first
Oh.
kill was with buffs.
My opinion's messed up.
Hold on,
But
hold on,
one
hold on.
time we
Scoot
wiped
back. Scoot back. Scoot back.
crushing bloat or whatever he did. Oh, the hateful strike.
That was rough. Just got erased.
This is a big damage pack here, guys. This does a shit ton of raid damage, so just be careful.
Here we go.
Big damage on Skull. Let it come back, though.
It's too far away.
I'm frozen. I can't move. Ghost, careful.
Heard that directed at me.
Get out of here, ghosts.
Go ahead, everybody move up here.
I need to get closer.
Let's get these.
I can't do It's too far away.
Careful, diamond spin. They both are. Melee, just be careful.
Left side, pop a shadow protection pod if you have one.
Faye and Ito, will you guys both go undead? Crisp, stay with me on live.
You want Serbius on left side again?
Yes, please. So,
Thank you,
Cerberus on
thank
the
you.
left. All other healers come right with the melee.
And left is Shadow.
With their range. Left will be Shadow, and then if you're right, Arcane.
Any melee who don't have a greater arcane pod, come here. I've got enough to give out 2.
Remember, guys,
Yeah.
over here, we want to stay spread out. Make sure, just like you guys did last week, it was perfect. We just don't want to have a bunch of you getting hit by the DKs.
On dead side, healers, Arison's going to be tanking as well.
So when we get to the last phase, what I'm going to do is I'll have, let me see. So when we get to the last Lightstone, what I'm going to do is I'll have, let me see. Lightstone, you're going to get the far left, like closest to gate where I'm jumping right now. Falcon, you'll get middle. And Sweater, you're going to get far right. This is going to be for the shackles. If we need shackles, this is where you guys are going to do it. The last wave, we're going to get both of the DK, so it's going to be the right and the left side. Middle shouldn't be necessary. You're just going to be the backup, and then we're going to sheep all of the trainees too. And we're just going to kill the rider, just like we did last week. And make sure we're interrupting the rider too. So make sure we have Cursed Tongues up on it, and that we're interrupting it. That's #1 priority.
And range on live side, can you guys scoot up? Got a lot of room to work with.
Mages, that's for sheep in the last wave.
Go with SPDs. SPD already
okay.
posted it.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Last call, any melee who want to arcane
Thank
pop
you,
before
SPD.
that gate closes.
SPD, do you want to get the first interrupt, the first counterspell? Or are you still having issues with your computer? Alright, that's fine.
Same spots as last week's tanks. So World Effects, you'll be primarily on the rider. Priestess Shackle costs a lot of mana.
150.
Can you downrank it, and is it still effective? The reason I ask is if we spam Shackle on the DKs when they come out, they probably won't charge right away. But if it's a lot of mana, don't worry about it. It was fine when we didn't do it.
It's half the price of a Moonfire.
It's less
He's
than
a red
abolish
bar. He
void.
doesn't know what you're saying.
Leatherface, you good to go?
It's more than a flash of light.
Nah, you're okay, Leatherface. All right, go ahead and let's fire it up.
Only because you're downranking.
Oh, I'm not.
A reason you have disregarded powers beyond your understanding. You have fought hard to invade the realm.
Yes, the Lightwell costs 365.
That's just overkill.
Right?
Okay, 2 DKs next. DPS the one on my side first. Be right side first.
Live side goes slow on these trainees. Slow on these trainees.
It's gonna be 2 more DKs.
Burn them. Burn the trainees.
Big wave, sorry.
2 Death Knights, 3 trainees coming up.
Callies, make sure you are stunning the Death Knights when they come up on our side. Not the trainees, though.
Live side, get ready for Rider. Get the Knights down, and then Rider. Rider's up.
Big damage on the right. Get interrupt.
And then slow on trainees. Get the Death Knight first.
Charky.
Well, wait,
damage
12, I
on the
want
right.
Sheep's up. Sheep's up on the little guys.
No cleaving. No cleaving.
Death Knight's next. Burn the trainees.
I'm knocked. I'm knocked. I can't get that train.
I'm getting PoV.
Rider.
Interrupts on this.
Death Knights.
We're CCing all of this other than the rider.
Trainees.
Shackle these that come out. Shackle both of these DKs. We're going to have to kill these trainees. Shackle these DKs. Shackle the one on me.
If stuff clears out, if you can give me PoV.
Shackle that other DK. There's still one up.
Nope. Keep Arnold up. He's the last tank over here.
Keep these CC'd.
All right, leave the rest CC'd.
Stop punching me, dude.
Finish that one trainee that's running around.
Now you face the harvester of souls.
Don't break.
We only sent you one more ad, dead side.
It's trainee.
Live side tanks, be ready in case anything comes from dead side.
Boss.
Use cooldowns if you have to, Aaron. Pick the boss up, though. You can't have it on healers. You got to pick the boss up. Reshackle, reshackle. Good job, guys.
All right, kill
Careful with that,
Death Knight
guys.
first. Death Knight first.
Trainee coming with him.
Watch
Go ahead and kill X, but wait for the undead side. Let them come over.
Don't
kill
break
any
this
more
other
yet.
DK. Leave this other DK
He
shackled.
spawned on the dead side when on Death Knight.
Do not drive them out. Not before we've had our fun.
Melee on the point.
Another Death Knight.
Let them come. We shall grind their bones to dust.
I do hope they stay alive long enough for me to introduce myself.
Get that undead trainee down first.
Come to their senses and run away as fast as they can.
Good job, guys. One more coming.
I've heard about enough of your sniveling. Shut your fly trap before I shut it for you.
Conserve your anger.
Stun if you have it.
Rage. You will all have outlets for your frustrations soon enough.
Very nice, everybody.
Excellent job, guys.
Fight's
Except
rough.
all the dead people.
Well, not all dead. It's an improvement. Be right back, guys. I got some IRL aggro while we're resing.
Yeah, but my half the raid wasn't dead, so it was okay.
That was pretty amazing, guys, considering that was our first time killing it last week and we just one-shot it now.
We basically killed it 2 times in a row because it was the last pull last week.
When you're ready to move forward,
Grad Sport lock for 13.
go ahead and come around the corner to where Star's at.
And you know what the problem is? That's it. Right
Oh
there.
my gosh.
That's the problem.
I've been a star for how many weeks and now it's square?
The star never made sense. I mean, you are the star of the show, but you're hunters and you put traps down, and the traps are
Oh,
frost
I know.
traps. So,
Oh, I know.
I mean, I can't, it's just logic. I can't help it.
You guys can come around the corner. I know it's scary, but it's okay.
See, guys, where the square is, this is where you want to come to. See, people couldn't see the star. That was the other issue, see?
Yeah, that must be it.
Follow the fireworks.
Sorry about that.
Just make sure you're standing inside the gutter here. Don't be on this side, because you might get the ghouls. All right, here we go.
Oh, hello, Shadow Bolt Volley.
Feels good. Okay, you are safe to come around. Just hug the wall.
This is the ones, guys, that we have to kill really fast, or they're going to heal.
Because of pathing, they're going to come up the stairwell, I believe. But it's been a minute since we've done this pool.
Yeah, they won't come up this ramp here. You're right. They're going to come the stairs.
All right, here we go.
It's too far away.
I think they could just use their wings and fly up over.
They're too heavy. They hover.
Oh, I see.
Hey, I'm revered with the Origin Dawn now.
Eat your food. Go ahead and jump down, guys, so we don't have line of sight issues. I thought they stopped there. Going back. My bad. Everyone stack on square.
And we got to kill the horde.
The arcane explosion is going to blow us up.
From now on, what we'll do with that is we'll line of sight the horse in those.
We just. Never mind. I thought that was another pull.
Oh yeah, no, someone got it. Put up white prevention if we have.
Got it.
Is it just the one full of ghouls outside the door, so we can have a bunch of room?
Warlock, I see you dancing.
Confused how they respawn?
Is it a second group, or did we like evade them somehow? Or
No, we killed the whole first group for sure.
Yeah, they walked out of the room. I saw them come up.
Flee before it's too late.
And they're coming back.
Come back.
She'll be okay down there.
does everybody stay in the corner when you get rezzed?
Not every day I get to use my ornate spyglass to see where the pat's at.
Is that why you're gonna body pull these?
Yep.
My God, I wonder if we're gonna find what amount of gold you could trade from that stupid Etienne.
All right, everyone, please come to the stairs. We're going to do the gargoyles before the pack comes back. Please do not be higher than the stairs.
Too late.
Oh, God.
Careful behind you guys. Don't back up into the ghouls.
There we go. Eat your food.
SPD, can I have food when you're done? Thanks, Tim.
Okay, we've got time for this one. Incoming. Ghoul pack.
I'm out of range.
All right. Momi and Arnold. Necro Knights, can you tank them over there? Then Vor will take Skull on the other side. And Faye and Nita, will you guys grab your marks to pull them over to him?
Thanks, I love having hunter pullers for me.
Your ass.
And what side? What side are you going to have Skull on?
Skull's on this side.
Okay. Everyone, just make sure you guys slide over to the right, though, so you're not getting hit by the arcane explosion. I mean, I don't think the range is that big, but still.
All right, here we go.
I'm feared.
It's too far away.
Let's get these boys.
I need to get closer.
Hey, I don't appreciate being called slack-jawed.
Repeatedly.
Ooh, nice gold.
Hey, we got. Oh.
Deliberate.
What of our Fury Warriors? Arison's going to be one of them. I need 2 others. Who has somewhat decent tank here?
I got 7 out of 8 tier 1.
Okay.
Tier 2, facing the rest.
How about everybody put it on and we'll inspect you?
Sounds good.
How about we
don't
don't
be inside.
run straight into the boss?
Yeah, you don't want to do
Oh,
that.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, yo. I ran.
Okay, good. There you go.
Hey, just that. I remember the
Friends,
we have ads behind us.
How the?
See, the face pull was intentional to see what would trigger.
Hug the wall.
I could take Momi and Pepe. You guys are going to for sure be on Mograine because you have your fire resist gear.
With a rune on the wall back here.
Go ahead, Furious. Put on your tank here.
We need consumes on this one, or are we gonna
No,
do it?
no. Don't waste anything on the Leatherface. I'm going to have you as one because having a Thunder Fury on it will be nice.
Healers all.
And Temp, I'm going to have you be the other tank. Okay. There's a lot that we're going to have to go over for this, but for the most part, the way we're going to do this is well, just mark them. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to ping the map. Skull is going to be off to our left in this corner. Mograine is going to be off to the right. We're going to have Moon in the back right corner, and Square is going to be in the back left. Melee, you guys are never going to go in on Moon. That is going to be only killed by the range, because if you go in, you're going to get wrecked, and you're going to chain it to everybody in the raid. So right at the foot of the steps where the bosses are, that's the safe spot. You'll hear us reference that a lot. So we are going to have to be that, like, you'll hear that constantly. We're going to have to tanks. They're not going to run to the corners. We're going to have to pull them back, and they have to be tucked way into the corner. So you guys have to be careful on threat. From what I've read, the more stacks you have of the debuff, the lower your threat is. So you guys just need to make sure you're not pulling. Hold on. Oh, okay. We're not going to be able to just burn Skull, especially not tonight at least. We can try it with world buffs. So we're going to have to rotate. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start on Skull. Erison is going to stay out. When I get 3 stacks, Erison's going to come in. I'm going to go to the safe spot. Pepe, you're going to wait out. And once Momi gets 3 stacks, you're going to go in and replace him. Typically, like, I would swap with Momi, but it's better just to have the fire resist, and that's what we're going to do for all the tanks. So the Fury Warriors, your real goal, once we kill Skull and X, you guys will be able to just go back to full DPS, but we need you basically just to be a placeholder. You're not going to have the bosses for the majority of the time, but this rotation we have is pretty much going to have to be for everybody. Range, it's going to be you guys, it's going to be the healers, it's going to be everybody.
Healers will be doing a slightly different rotation, but I'll go over it at the end.
On Skull, he does a meteor, kind of similar to the mobs in AQ. So when we're rotating out, even if we have 3 stacks, we have to make sure that the meteor lands, and then you guys are heading out. We can't have people doing it beforehand, so we just have to be careful. And also, when we're taunting, we need to make sure that threat changes over, because if you taunt and then the other tank who just previously had it goes to run back to the safe spot, the boss could just drop aggro and then follow them in. And it's going to screw up everybody's stacks. So hold on, I'm going to type this out. I'll type out who's with who. Okay. So obviously we're going to have, aside the actual tanks are going to start first. Fury Warriors, you guys are going to be, you'll come in second. This is going to take practice, guys. We could go over this for probably an hour. I just went over like the basic stuff. There's going to be stuff that I don't know right now that we're going to have to work out as we go on. Getting the positioning down and making sure we like get the rotation down and where people need to go stand and whatnot is the biggest thing. Moon is going to go to the back right, Square is going to the back left.
This one, pretty much everybody's accountable for themselves. Just keep track of your stacks.
And like I said, guys, no one other than the tanks. The 2 tanks we're swapping on Moon, you guys will be fine. But even ranged and healers, you have to be really careful to maintain max distance on Moon, because it will wipe the entire raid. It's just like Cthulhu when he does it.
Okay, I'm gonna need a minute to let the healers know what's going on. So
okay.
All right, healers, I gave you a number in healer chat. Just remember the one I gave you. Always in light, you guys. We should have 12, but we only have 11, so we're gonna do it a little differently. Always in light, you're going to go to the back left corner from where we're standing now. That's going to be the void zones. So make sure you guys are watching your feet and moving immediately if the black circle spawns under you. Dryad, Cerberus, and Rio, you're going to go to the back right on the pole. You need to stay max range. That's the chain lightning. So you have to stay max range at all times. Okay. Me, Groot, and Sweater, we're going to start front right. And Ada, Falcon, and Polibert, you're going to start front left for this one. So the number I gave you is when you first rotate. So for instance, Dryad is a number 1. She will move to the next boss, which is going to be clockwise around the room. So Dryad's going to run from the back right to the front right when she gets her first mark. If you have a number 2, you're going to wait until you get 2 marks at your first boss location before you move. And a number 3, you're always going to move on 3. Once you do that first movement, you wait until you have 3 debuffs every time you move from then out. So it's only the first one that you move on that. So Dryad will move on the first mark from back right to front right. She will stay at front right until she has 3 more marks, and then she will move to front left. She will stay there for 3 more marks. She'll move to back left and just keep going around the room. It's really important that at the back right boss, you stay max range. I know I've said that. And I believe in the videos I've seen for the Meteor boss, we're able to stay max range out of it, but I don't know if that's accurate. So if we do this and we get meteored, we'll have to adjust from there, but we'll just need to try it. The marks last for 2 minutes. So if you rotate counterclockwise in that order, you will most likely be fine. Now, once we kill the front 2 bosses, it gets a lot easier. Yes, clockwise. It gets a lot easier to manage your debuffs, and we'll have to set up a rotation from there. Sorry, I started reading Rage Chat. So just to go over it, healers on the back left, so always in light starting there. You are starting on the void zone, make sure you're watching your feet. Back right, make sure you're max range, not getting chain lightning. Front right is heaviest damage for tanks. He's gonna get slapped, so be ready to start pouring healers into that tank for sure. And then front left, we'll see if we can stay max range. The videos I've watched, the healers weren't soaking the meteor, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. So healers stay together, those 3, but stay max range, because I believe the meteor target range from the boss is 45 yards.
Understood.
And hunters, make sure you're stacked with the healers to help absorb the meteors.
And the bosses can all be disarmed, guys. Skull doesn't really hit that hard. The meteor does the most of the damage, but you guys want to definitely help them out on Mograine. That's going to be the big one for any warriors DPSing.
If you were given a number 1 sweater, you move only on that first mark at 1. Every other time you move, you'll move when you have 3 stacks of the debuff.
Real quick, can I just go through it with the tank, just to make sure I get everything? So I'm going to use Temperus and myself as an example. So I'm going to bring, and I guess all the main tanks are going to bring their target to each corner, and then tank them there. And then once they reach 3 stacks, the backup tank's going to come, taunt off. We run to the safe spot, and then swap when they get 3 stacks.
Yep.
When yours fall off, right?
Yes, you need to make sure your stacks are off. You can't go back in and get you. We just want to make sure you have 0 stacks from the mob that you're going to be tanking.
Awesome.
It's
okay,
better
thank
for
you.
them to get 4 than for you to run in and end up with 7.
Yeah, if tanks die on this, we're pretty much screwed.
Why don't you want to use taunting, a mocking blow, or challenging shot on these?
Because that doesn't give you aggro. It doesn't put you at the threat table. It just gives you. They just attack you for 6 seconds.
If the one gets resisted, definitely try the others though, and hold it as long as you can.
There's a question on how DPS rotate.
So DPS, we're going to actually, yeah. Or do you want to do splits, or do you want to try and burn Thane?
We want to try to focus Skull if we can. I would say do Skull when stacks get too high. If ranged can't outrange it, which I don't think they'll be able to, then go on Mograine.
So Bort, just watch your stacks. Make sure after you get 3 per boss, you sit in the safe zone. Safe zone, as we mentioned, is towards the center until your stacks fall off and then go back in. So prioritize Skull, then X, rest, Skull, X, rest.
And like I said, ranged, if we're probably not going to get the front 2 down, but you guys are going to be on Moon. The only time you're going to move to Square is if your stacks are too high on Moon, then you guys can go to Square. Melee, you guys don't have that option. You can't go in on Moon, so you guys, if your stacks are high on Square, you have to just wait till they fall off, then go back in.
So Huey, just to clarify, you should have 3 stacks of each from Skull and from X before you go rest to let them fall off then.
Are we going to pillar pull? Meaning, are we going to line aside and run to the very edge of each pillar and then go around and pull them?
Yeah, they need to be tucked as far in there as we can.
But everybody should be in the door before we do that, in case someone face pulls. So everyone understands you're not running straight toward the platform. You should be going left and right. Even tanks, right?
Even tanks.
Well, the only people who are not going to be going left and right is going to be the off tanks for the front 2 mobs. Same with the back. So the off tanks were relieving people. You guys are going to the center because you can't get stacks.
We're saying on the pool though, I think is what group meant.
You'll know on the pole. Yeah, no, they still can't go to either side.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Vor, you're leading the way.
Oh, no, I got it. Boys, you ready to go?
First, everybody go to their ear corner on your left or your right before we do anything else, because you can definitely get there safe.
Here,
we're going.
I'm going to shoot Skull.
Whoever...
I can't get Skull.
I went to my corner.
We'll explain that a little.
You can't sneak by on the side.
So first mark's going out.
First healer move.
Should range stack up?
Yep, ranged. Get on star, please.
Moon is in position.
Are you guys getting marks from Skull on X?
We're okay, Vor. We're only getting 1 mark.
Yeah, we're still getting marks from Zelik.
I got marks
Okay,
from
so get ready, Harrison. Harrison, go ahead and let's replay.
Ranged, we're going to go over to X now.
Temp, I have 3 stacks.
I'm at
I have 3 too.
Yeah, Mommy, I've got 15 seconds.
Wait, is Sir Zelik in the wrong position?
I don't think so.
Goal's free.
Try it, I'll DI you if you come over here. Oh, never mind, it's not cool enough.
I'm guessing I need to walk, right? Because I'm too far in.
I think your position was fine. I might have been standing too far down the stairs.
That's definitely on me. I misunderstood the directions. I thought we were supposed to hug the wall and go to the corner that we were going to for the tank.
No, that's alright. It wasn't very clear. What we're going to do is go just to those front left and right corners, and then you can run up straight to the pillar, and they won't see you.
The skull.
So, yeah.
For this, they're somewhat cheap tanks. You might want to grab swiftness pots for this. If you're in the back, it'll just make it a little easier on you.
I will just follow someone that's going to my corner. Try not to wipe us again.
So if we're too far up, we should release and run back in.
You should run back in anyway, because we all got to run back, I think. Oh, unless, did Ada have a soul stone? I might have missed that.
Yeah, Ada's resing now.
Yeah, if you're close enough. But if you're too far away, then obviously run back.
Well, they can run to the corners in line of sight with the pillars.
Greetings. Light blade.
Should I zone in or am I getting rezzed?
If you died right in front of where we enter the room, should be okay to wait for a res. If you're past that, you're out of luck. Salad and Bort look like the only people who are resable from where I'm at.
On the video I watched, they had Thane dead before the third mark went out.
They had world buffs, probably.
Yeah, it was progress. I mean,
you can burn them even without world buffs. It's usually by the fourth mark, but it takes a shadow prot protection.
Yeah, I mean, we were at less than 50%, and that was with a botched pull, so.
yeah, even like right here through the DK quarter, they all popped in biz pots and skipped all of its trash.
So pop consumables on Thane at the beginning of the fight.
We need to learn it first, I think.
Yeah, we need to. We've got to
I
get
mean.
the basics down, but ideally, yeah, I mean, 50% that fast, we can probably, once we get everything down and it's just a matter of like a DPS race, we can probably pop cooldowns and kill Thane, yeah, for sure, especially if we have world buffs. Yeah, once we get down Thane and Mograine, like we'll have tanks free. So if for some reason one of the tanks dies, it's not the end of the world. But as soon as we get one of them down, it's a little easier. But once we get the front two down, it's over pretty much. As long as we have a fair amount of people alive.
Keep in mind, DPS too, that each boss will shield wall at 50% and 20%. So you want to pop it right at the beginning.
Should we have another tank, like, just for these? Just in case, like, something fucks up, somebody can jump in there, like, to swap on these first pulls, maybe? You know what I mean? Like, if you can't swap the Thane guy around fast enough.
I mean, no, we got to be able to like pump DPS. We don't want to have another. We already have it kind of spread with the other Furies watching the other tanks, so we shouldn't have that kind of issue. If we do, I mean, I don't know that we can rely on that because once a tank dies and the boss is loose, it's rough.
Are you tanking Dumb Meteor Guy first?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to call for when people move because everybody kind of abandoned you and you took the meteor to your face.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was really botched, though. We didn't even know he was pulling when we pulled.
Yeah, I know. I was just letting him know he should probably call it out.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Hey, Anthosaur, if we don't kill Thane fast enough, then we start rotating as the ranged DPS to Mograine. Should we be stacked up on you as we're rotating to Mograine?
No, the only stack is when we're on Thane for the meteor. So you can be, I'll say, loosely spread around. It doesn't really matter. The main thing is, so Skull need to be stacked up. Moon need to be away from the boss, so you don't get the chain lightning off of it. That's the main two positioning ones.
Was any corner getting stacks from Mograine other than off the initial?
We were good on Skull.
Yeah, the front 2 marks were actually pretty good position. I didn't have any issues.
Do we need to summon Arisen?
Yes, please, if one of the locks doesn't mind.
Well, let's put you to the test then.
I want to kill these guys just to shut them up.
Vor, quick question. Are we having melee split so you always have a group of melee with you? Or Arisen, whoever's got it?
We probably should. Yeah, for Meteor. If we're not
Yeah.
going to be able to burn it. So we should probably have... I don't know how many I should have. Maybe 3?
I don't remember how much it does.
So how soon do the meteors start falling from Thane?
It takes... They have a grace period on the pull, but after the meteors start, I think it's every 15 seconds?
It's a 12-second cooldown.
12 seconds, thanks.
The first mark shouldn't go out for 20 seconds, but I don't know if there's an internal cast time for the meteor on that as well.
Just while we practice it, everyone's going to be in with me for the most part. When Erison and I switch is when everyone else is going to have to go. So Death, Thorax, and Styx, I'm going to have you guys go in. You guys aren't going to go in right away. I just want to test something, and then you're going to go in when Erison comes into Taunt. So you're going to go to the center, too. You can go in DPS Mograine if you want to at the start, and then if you guys want to, you can sprint over. Either way, that's probably ideally how I want to do it to maximize damage. And we'll go from there. If we need to have more than 3 people, or we'll be 4 with the tank, we'll do that. But just to see.
Yeah, and if we get far enough along, we actually may end up needing 4 groups, basically 1 assigned to each tank, but we can talk about that once we get the pull down more.
So for the initial pull, are we having both tanks go in for each target, or just one of the tanks?
Just 1. The spare tank should be getting to the safe zone and waiting.
So when we pull this tanks, we're going to all go in together, make sure we meet them. It's okay if you get a stack from the ads that are going to be in the back, because you're not in danger of getting any once they're out of range.
But everybody should be in the front corner on the side of the room they're going to.
Lesson learned.
Tanks, we're going to go up the middle, whoever's starting on the bosses. We pulled. Here we go.
No way I'm going to get a mark.
Okay, Meteor's coming now. 1 more mark, and then after this next Meteor, let me see where...
Get white protection. Yeah, who keeps ninja pulling, while we're explaining shit?
When you guys are going to the corners, it's really easy, guys. You just have to run into the wall. You just run into the wall and hold down your W key. If you can't get into the corners, then just don't bother, because... If you're away in the room, just run back.
I mean, honestly, it's just healers and tanks that need to get to the corners for an easier time.
Yeah, ranged, we can just sit in the center and wait.
Do we have a stone? Yeah. Or no?
I don't think so. Just run back.
Well, I'd have had a soul stone on him, but he was too far up to be able to use it.
Don't get frustrated on the polls, guys. I've talked to a lot of friends in other guilds, and that was like the hardest thing for them to get down was how to pull the boss properly. So it's a little finicky. It's gonna be annoying. Like people are gonna pull it by mistake, but we'll get it down.
Falcon, I'm going to try cables on you.
Oh my god, it worked.
Hey.
Lightstone, don't res. I can get you.
So we're not running back, waiting for reses, or running back?
If you're near
If
the
you're-
front, then we can get you.
When we start again, I'll put out a repair bot.
I mean, it honestly doesn't matter. People are gonna have to run back from the back, so if you get a res, great. If not, just run back.
Yeah, it doesn't really save time. So might as well just run. Ooh, aspect of the pack. Feels so fast.
We're in trouble now.
Hey, DPS, quick adjustment to our rotation once we get into it. So other than what Vor said for those who are sitting out, we're starting on Skull, going to X. We're going to go back to Square after, because otherwise we'll just be sitting there doing nothing. So we might as well DPS Square. If we're close to losing our stacks, then we'll go back to Skull. If not, ranged, you can go on to Moon. Melee, you are not allowed on Moon. Just remember that. So just keep that in mind for now. Obviously, we'll get on more on the pool first.
Nobody move into the room. When we get ready to pull, the tanks are going to move up, and as soon as the mobs start coming down the stairs, everyone can go into the room. Just everyone, when we're ready to pull, make sure you're in front of the gate, and we'll do it like that.
Repair bots down.
Death, we're still doing the meteor swapping. So if you're on a meteor swap, you're going to just do X, then over to Skull. It's the only difference.
Falcon just needs mana. Okay, good to go.
So
Everybody
DPS,
come
we're
stand
just-
on top of Star. Come stand
Yep.
on top of Star, everybody.
DPS, we're just going to hang here until they're in position.
All right, tanks, let's move up together. Let's go.
Healers need to go too.
How's Moon's positioning? Is anyone getting stacks?
Yeah, I got the first stack. I'm still getting stack.
Okay,
Might need
Arison
to-
and Rogues, get ready. After this melee head out, Arison and Rogues start heading in. Here comes Meteor. Don't leave yet.
I'm on my way, man.
Right.
Okay, there we go. So let's swap. I used a cooldown. I need you guys as soon as possible. You guys got to get here.
Temp, I need a swap.
I'm going out.
Oh yeah, I got two stacks. I'll come get you.
Originally,
Pepe's dead.
Get by the door if you can.
What happened, Pepe?
No heals.
Yeah, no heals.
I'll fucking do it.
His health didn't move for like 5 seconds.
And what was Arisen's death?
I had the boss, and I had his ass into the corner, and I was facing out.
Life is meaningless. It is in death that we are truly tested.
But hey, we had a decent pull.
Pretty tough to pick the healers out of that pile of bodies, ain't it?
Might as well repair again while it's still up too. On the nipple.
On this pull, guys, just because I want to see how it goes, we're gonna pop all cooldown. So all, like, even rogues that are on Mograine, every single one except for the Fury off tanks, you guys are still gonna watch the back. We're gonna have everyone go all cooldowns, everything on Skull. I want to see how low we can get it.
Even recklessness?
Everything. I need to see where we're at. And are you gonna pull Skull for me this time?
Yeah, I can.
I mean, I can do it so DPS can start sooner. I'm gonna have to drag him back, but I should be fine on threat.
I can bring it to you.
Okay.
Can everybody come out of the room really quick?
Too far away.
In fact, come over here.
Godspeed, Anthosaur.
Eh.
I mean, we know it works, right?
Yeah, it does. We just need to get it in.
Need to get Ann on board. It would really help to keep the marks off of people that shouldn't have them.
Yeah, he's standing next to the pillar
I'm
and they're
good.
not aggroed, so definitely possible.
Even if it's just the hunters and the tanks.
We need the healers for the back ones back there, over there too.
Yeah, we do. So you ran to your front corner and then ran straight at the pillar, right?
Key thing is to make sure both the left and right most ads are line of sighted to the pillar.
This is Arnold. Can I just try running up and testing it?
Who's left side? I'll show you where left side safe zone's at.
Let's do one at a time in this corner so we can see, like, if we need to make adjustments.
Arnold, it's green.
See?
Can we just stay here?
I can. Yeah, you guys gonna grab your ads from there where you're at right now?
I am.
Yep, I am.
Okay.
And I'll pull skull to you more.
Okay. As long if I go up and pick it up, I think I should still go grab it. Like, and maybe I can meet you like somewhat halfway, so people can start like immediately.
I'll run this direction.
Just to make sure, like, when they aggro, yeah, and I'll meet them. Just as long as you get first shot off, I'll make sure I grab it, and you guys can start. As soon as you see it target me, I'm going to just pump. I'm going to pop a rage pot, and I'm going to do everything I can, so.
You still having death go to X again? Okay.
No, every single DPS is going to just pump, use all your cooldowns, guys, on this. I want to see how far we can get Skull. Yeah. I'd say don't use anything like once I get it in the corner, it's backed in there. Then I'd say pop your cooldowns. DPS right away, but wait for the big cooldowns.
They shield wall at 50% and 20% for 20 seconds.
All right, I'm gonna go around here. If you're with me, you guys can come just hug this wall.
All right, pillar teams, tanks obviously lead in. Vor, do you want to give a countdown just so everyone moves at the same time? Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Oh God, that scared me.
There it is. You did that.
There we go.
Get it for me.
Sweater, make sure you're not getting marks from the other corner.
First mark.
May just drop it.
Second mark.
DPS, stay on skull. Even with the third mark, stay.
Third mark.
Are we still doing the tank swap?
Arnold can relieve skull for a sec.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Got it.
Kill it. We're all about to go down at our own skull.
I think I can. 16.
If we're gonna try to zerg this, we're gonna need greater shatter resistance cots on everybody.
I had one on and it didn't matter.
It'll save you from the Mark III to Mark IV, but beyond that, it won't.
Correct, but
Pepe, how did
people die between that transition? I mean, it's at 3% without world buffs.
hold on. Pepe, how did he lose aggro off you and run into me there?
I have no clue.
Okay, cool. I just feel like that was more important.
I just see SPD at fucking like twice the amount of damage as anybody else did. I think that's why.
So you're ready for us to use pots?
No. What the purpose of that was, we need to learn how to do this fight basically the long way. But I wanted to see, like, just so we can get our first kill. We have this cleared now, so all we'll have to do is do trash tomorrow. And we want to keep people alive with, or not tomorrow, Thursday rather. We got the boss like 4% without people using consumables or anything like that. So
no world buffs.
Yeah, with no world buffs. So with world buffs, consumables, the whole nine, we can definitely, I think, burn Skull, and that'll make it. We'll be able to get our first kill easy enough that way. But like I said, the purpose of tonight, though, we have to still know how to do this fight the correct way, because there's going to be weeks where we may not be able to do that. So.
Just roar louder, Pepe. Like, really let him know you mean it. I know, I mean on the first time, it's just, you know.
Okay, if we're gonna do it, we need to split the groups. I mean, ranged and melee, fine, but The goal is to kill these first two. So you have 2 groups of ranged and melee in the safe zone to start, and 2 groups starting on either boss. They just rotate on the 3 marks to the safe zone, and then on the next 3 marks, they rotate out to the opposite boss that they were on. Now, for the meteor, there's no reason why the range shouldn't help soak it. The more people that soak it, the less damage it's going to do to the tank. The only thing would be, because the healers have to rotate, they don't want to ever be in range of it because they could get targeted on their own out while they're rotating to the next boss. So how many DPS do we have?
We've got enough to split. We could do it honestly just by class.
Yeah, that would be fine. You know, group 7 starts on left and group 8 starts on right. Group 4 and 3 are in the safe stream group, you know, whatever, however we need to do it.
Yeah.
What if we have locks and rogues start on Mograine and mages in the warriors that are DPSing, and the hunters start on Skull?
Well, so you have to have 2 groups DPSing, 2 groups, I'll say, sitting or not getting stacks.
Correct. Because the debuff lasts too long for you to just go to one boss and then straight back to the other. It won't have fallen off. You have to spend that 3 mark cycle in the safe zone so that it's going to fall off by the time you're going to run back into your original target.
So I think we could do mages as a soaker, locks as a soaker, rogues as a... We could actually split the rogues up into 2 soak groups since some of our furies are tanking. So yeah, we could do a rogue soak group and then 2 rogues and 2 furies to cover the last soak. That would work. So then you've got 4 every single time with the tank. You want to try that? The only reason I don't put hunters in there is just because we can't get close enough and still DPS. If we need to be a body and just stand there, we can, but... You want to try that?
Let's give it a go. I mean, we can always adjust if it doesn't work. You know what I mean? We're experimenting at this point.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, DPS. We're going to change up our rotation just a little bit since we're not doing Zerg. That means we need to have 4 separate DPS groups. Those 4 groups, we need to make sure one of those groups is on the Skull tank for every meteor. So it's similar to... Nah, it's actually pretty different from the healers. So what we're going to do is divide by class. So mages, there's 4 of you. You guys are going to be one of the soaking groups. Locks, there's 4 of you. You guys are going to be a soaking group. Rogues, I'm going to split you up. Alron, Styx, Thorax, and Death Styx, you guys are one group. And Shogun, Novocaine, and who are my Furies that are DPSing? Creighton and Vander?
Agnes as well.
And Agnes. You guys are the last soaker group. So mages, you are soaker group 1. Locks, you are soaker group 2. Rogues, with the exception of Shogun and Novocaine, you are soaker group 3. And then Furies, Shogun, and Novocaine, you are soaker group 4. So that means group 1, mages, you guys will be going to Skull first. Once we do the DPS rotation, Locks, you will come in next, followed by Rogues, followed by group 4. And Hunters, go crazy. Just do your thing. If we need to be a soaking body, we can step in if people die, but obviously point blank range is not our forte. And as Seo's saying, soakers are on top of the tank. Not the boss, the tank.
SPD, yes. You'll stand on Vor for the meteor and the 3 stacks, but if the meteor doesn't line up properly, you have to wait for it to hit before you can move. So you may take a 4th stack in that corner.
Real quick, guys, I need you to go sign up for the raid. I have the cutoff time is noon for Thursday because I need to see who's going to be here because it'll be a lot easier for us to organize these groups. We kind of did this on the fly. We'll be able to actually like type it out and discuss it in officer channel between now and Thursday. So please go sign up now if you guys can make it Thursday.
The first kill goes to me. Anyone care to wager?
Okay, let's get set up for the next pull. So pillar folks, carefully make your way to your pillar. So DPS, just to give you an idea of how I'm going to call it, I'm going to start out by saying Group 1 Mages Soakers. I'll call Group 2 Get Ready, and then Group 2 to go in for the Meteor. So just make sure you remember what group number you are as far as Soaker group.
So we're going to be soaking throughout the whole fight, or we're going to be rotating to X, and then square, and then moon, and then go back to skull and do soak again, or soak the whole time.
So basically you'll have 3 stacks of skull, 3 stacks of X, and then 6 stacks where you don't get anything in some order. Just make sure you get the skull ones first, mages. Okay. We are ready to pull.
Can we put a mark on Voorhees so we know where to stack?
We can, but he's not going to be the only
No,
tank.
it's going to be this front left corner. You guys just got to know it's going to be the front left corner. I don't want to have that because I don't want people unnecessarily following me. You know what I mean? If I'm moving out or whatever.
I can put it on all the tanks that are up front. It's Momi, Arisen, Pepe.
Arnold's up front.
I'm also up front with Momi.
Front out of that
No,
group.
Arnold. I think no, Arnold. You're in the back.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally misunderstood what you were saying. That's my fault.
Okay. All of the Thane tanks have a mark so people know where to run. All right, we're ready. So pillar groups, tanks, please initiate.
All right, do timer.
Yeah, we got to do timers there. That's
We gotta do timer so X isn't in the middle of nowhere.
So mages, you are soaking right now. All other DPS need to be away from Skull. You should not be getting stacks of Skull
One.
right now. Well, that's not working. I'll have to reiterate it. Warlocks, you're up next to soak. Get ready to move in.
Mark's coming. Wait for this meteor to go. Don't go
I'm on my way, Momi.
Warlocks, move in.
for the meteor. Okay, now swap. Arison.
Warlocks, you should be soaking with Arisen right now.
Pepe dead.
So we'd be moving to group 3, which would be row group next.
Yeah, we got Mograine just running around the raid.
Get to the
Yeah,
door.
I know. So rogues, you would be going in now to soak Thane's Meteor.
So, for example, mages, are we supposed to just soak one meteor or soak as many meteors as we get until 3 stacks? And if we don't get a meteor, we stay until at least 4 to get the meteor and then run out?
No, you stay and soak the meteor until you have 3 stacks, unless a meteor is coming up soon, just based on the timers overlapping. So we'll call it out, because that one was a little close. But it's all about how many stacks you absorb. I don't care how many meteors you take, as long as someone's taking them. You don't get, because you don't get stacking damage
You don't
from
want to
it.
be running away from it. The meteor one-shot you.
Yeah, that's why the swap will not happen until right after the meteor goes out.
And I could speak for myself, but I wasn't stacked on SPD, and SPD, he pretty much took that meteor, that first one, right to his face on his own. So let's make sure we're stacked up tight on each other. I mean, yeah, it was definitely entertaining. I'm glad he had it, but yeah.
Yes, SPD, you got to be stacked on the tank.
I need to see how it goes because we have to have it be a clean pull, but we might need to also have Momi or whoever's not tanking Mograine at the time go over and relieve Arison, and then I'll go pick up Mograine. I have to see, though. Yeah. So we'll do that then. So, Momi, you're starting on the boss first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you and I are going to swap then. So then you're going to go over to my side, you're going to relieve Arison, and I'm going to go over and relieve Pepe.
Okay.
Yeah, so DPS groups, this actually might make it easier. Mage group, you are following Voorhees, which is Star. Warlock group, you are following Arisen, which is Diamond. Group 3, the Rogue group, you are following Momi, which is Triangle. And Group 4, which is the Hybrid Rogue / Warrior group, you are following Pepe. So honestly, just follow your tank. Follow the pretty mark, and then you can't go wrong.
It won't hurt, but really the only one you guys have to be stacked up on in melee range is Skull, but I mean, if you guys want to come close to Mograine or whatever, it doesn't matter. He doesn't do anything that will hurt you, but...
Yeah, just to make sure they're not getting stacks they shouldn't be.
Yeah, yeah.
What marker symbol?
And if you don't know what SAO means, then just stay with your tank. When in doubt, stay with your tank.
Only thing is that I noticed on that pull is I was still getting the mark when I was standing on, like I was standing almost in the middle of that altar. I was still getting marked from Mograine, and I was standing about where he is now, and I was getting marked.
That was part of the pool. We never got him all the way over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was definitely too close. I was standing like up on the steps up top, and I was still getting him. He was being tanked like right here.
Yeah, if you do get an extra mark from the front, just scoot back. It's not going to hurt you as much to get a mark from the back, folks, as it is from the front. So just in case you can't find that safe zone, err on the side of the back. Arisen, what did you mean by from the front? You mean the pillars go on the inside versus the outside? Yeah. That makes sense.
Falcon just needs mana.
At least then they all aggro in the same direction.
Yep. So when we do the countdown pull, the back tanks, you are going to pull from the front or your, I don't want to say left and right, that's going to be confusing. Make sure they all come down the front stairs. That's what we're going to do to start the pull. Ito, do you mind giving Momi a shot on X just to make sure it gets over there to him while I'm doing the pull and skull?
Sure.
Thank you. Leather, are you ready? Leather, Vander, and Falcon, are you guys ready?
Yep. Falcon's ready.
Leather, are you ready? Leather, are you ready?
Are we getting a countdown this
He is
time?
a tank, right?
That's like a song from the 80s, from an 80s hair band.
Okay. Leather, make sure you're in position.
One.
So mages are the only DPS on Skull right now.
Is that better on me, my side, Sayo?
Arisen and Warlocks, you guys are going to be up next.
Third Mark and Meteor are going to line up close, guys. Just wait a sec. Wait for Mark to go.
All right, Arisen and Locks
All right,
go in.
Arisen, switch. I'm going over to Mograine. Momi, you're going to be over here when they're marked.
Temp, come grab me.
Come on, way.
Okay, I'm going out. I need heals. I'm getting fucked. I'm going to the safe spot.
It's following you.
You can't run out if you get AoE taunt.
Get to the door. Get to the door.
Are you taking too much damage, Pepe?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, literally, yes, you were taking too much damage, obviously, but like.
Yeah, righteous fire hits really fucking hard.
I mean, yeah, I'm at 188 fire resist, and I'm resisting about 50% of the damage, so. I didn't use it that time, but I'm also using a greater pre-pop and greater fire and greater shadow. I don't feel like I'm spiky that much on the first pull is all. Not like Patchwork or fucking Broodlord spiky for sure.
Why did I just die?
There's a void zone right here.
Did you res him into the void zone?
Why is there a void zone right there?
Gives you extra plus healing if you stay in it for 10 seconds.
Oh, I meant to do that then.
You gotta keep yourself alive for that whole 10 seconds, though.
Hey, so can the Warlock group go bang on X while we wait for the switch?
Square.
Okay.
If you go to square, don't stand in a void zone.
I'm going to take Pepe's spot, and I'm going to have Pepe take mine. So Pepe's going to start on Skull, and then I'm going to go in to replace Momi on X.
So you'll come in at 3 stacks on my side?
Yeah.
So then am I going to X after you're done with your phase of it?
Yeah, we'll swap after that.
Okay. Right.
Should the back tank swap targets? So, for example, after Temp taunts Moon off me, my next target goes to square, or are we okay?
You guys are going to have to do the same, yeah.
Got it. Yes, I will not.
Sorry, can you repeat that once? So once me and Ari swap, we're then swapping to the square.
Yeah, so instead of me picking up from you, it's going to be Warlifax, and then you run out, and the next target you're gonna come, you're gonna tank square. You're gonna tank
Okay,
square. Yeah.
all right, got it.
I got a question. Do the range collect any stacks?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so they're in range to collect. They're still collecting stacks. Okay.
It's a pretty, yeah, it's huge.
So is Group 4 still going with Pepe, or are we going with?
Yes, stick with your tanks. So since we swapped Pepe to start on Skull, that means group 4 is going to stay with Pepe and go to Skull to soak meteors. Mages, you're sticking with Vor, who will be in the safe zone to start.
Do we need to summon? There you go.
I meant I'm ready other than the fact I'm not up on the pillar.
Pepe, you don't need to go all the way up. I'll pull it back to you somewhat. Yeah, just like halfway is fine.
Momi's still going to be first over here, though, not more.
Yep. All right, I'm going to start the timer.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So right now, Rogues and Furies are with Pepe on Thane.
Watch threat.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm working on it.
You've only got one so far, right, Momi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There we go. Just got your second.
Arisen and Lox get ready to move in on Thane after this meteor.
I'm coming in, Momers.
Arisen and Lox move in.
Cam, come get me.
Got you.
Rogues and Momi, you will be up next for Thane.
All right, I'm coming in for you.
Okay.
Hold up, Momi, hold up. Wait for the meteor. All right, Momi and Rogues go in.
I'm heading out. Tell me when you're ready. I'm coming, Harrison, if you need.
Momi, why aren't you in?
I'm coming. Oh, Mogreen's on.
Yeah, it's a wipe. It's a wipe. I think Momi might have DC'd.
Get to the door if you guys can. Yeah, that was good.
That was good. That was good.
You definitely read this with my plastic, but that'll help a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I got quite a few greater fire protection potions if you want to try a couple of those as next 2 or 3 pulls.
Momi blue screened.
It's weird.
Welcome back, Momi.
Thanks. Yeah. Weird.
Flee before it's too late.
I think it's my mom's fault. She's a Trump supporter and she's been getting banned on social media.
Sorry to hear that. My condolences.
I got hackers attacking my fucking shit.
Hackers?
No, yeah, our cell phones went down for like 2 hours the other day, and when they came back up, she called. She goes, "Is it because of what I was posting about Trump?" I was like, "No, Mom."
Paranoid.
You can hardly blame her at this point.
Hell yeah, I was at the riot. I was selling t-shirts. Nope.
It was actually me walking out with the lectern.
Riot. I thought it was Pearl Harbor. That's what Schumer called it.
Yeah, I mean, it was literally 9/11 all over again.
Arnold, you said you have fires this year on you?
I have some. I mean, I'm not talking big time, but I got some.
I got some pots if you want. Fire pot.
Being
is it
able to disarm
plate?
Mograine is a big deal, which is part of the problem. Like Pepe can't do that, so I think that.
Oh shit! I haven't done that yet.
Probably got about like 110 unbuffed FR with me. That helps.
A rat just.
It's not about having FR. It's about having FR without giving up any. Like, you have to be plate fire resist. It basically has to be the dark iron.
I mean, it's plate fire resist. It's just, not the best stat in plate fire resist.
Howdy, folks. Can we get a hand? We're a little dead.
I think we all had to run back, didn't we?
Dander, definitely not able to get you. Leatherface either. I don't know if you guys can get Bort or not.
Should be able to.
I'll stand back here while you try.
Go stand in the blind spot. Don't send in leather. Look where you are before you walk anywhere, too.
If you need me, I'll be waiting back here.
I do feel like we have marked improvement on mechanics already.
Oh, we would have
Oh,
fucking
definitely.
had
We're
it
actually
that
getting
time.
rotations down. I saw Momi. He started charging, and then he just started, hovering in place for a minute.
Falcon was dead before his screen loaded.
Naxx music reminds me of a Batman movie.
But not the Christian Bale ones, like the ones that were like, who the hell made this movie?
Yeah, and maybe the cartoon a little bit.
Just reminder, Pepe is starting on Skull, so that's our Fury Road group. Okay, we're ready. Let's get a countdown.
Make sure you're in the door.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mark 1.
Watch that my side. I'm sorry, I have to wear basically shit.
Mark 2. Warlocks and Arisen, be ready. As soon as the meteor goes off, then run in. Arisen and Warlocks, go in now.
Is someone coming to me?
Coming, Mummy. I'm coming. Got it.
Run to the door.
I mean, we lost a warrior tank that time, Vander, so. We have not died to a taunt resist yet, technically, so that's not an issue. No,
It's
he
because
ran
the
around
tank
that time 'cause
dies,
the
dude.
tank
You're,
died.
you're very lost. We've got 8 tanks. It's okay. When people die, the mob gets loose and then it runs around. That's how it works, dude. Vander, again, you're lost, dude. Everything's fine. Please stop typing nonsense, man. We've got it under control. There's like 3 people who are going to be handling X. It's okay, dude. We'll take care of it.
Do not continue. Turn back while there's still time.
And I did all that without running into trash.
Who said they had fire pots?
Serbius
I have
does.
So does Ada. If anybody needs a greater fire protection pot, there you go.
I used all 7 I brought.
Oh man, there's no Nemesis next league. That sucks.
Is there, and it's guys, it's okay if you are. Is there anyone who is still kind of not understanding what you have to do in regards to like where you're moving and whatnot? It's okay if you don't know. This it's complex, so it's all right. No one's going to give you shit. But if you don't know, go ahead and speak up, and we'll do the best we can. Because when we come in here on Thursday, I want to kind of have all this locked down, so everyone kind of has an idea of what they're doing.
I'm not gonna lie, Arnold was a little confused on where exactly the safe spot was to not get the marks.
Okay, you're going to want to come
put
to
a
this
flare
front.
on it.
Yeah, to the front side here, Arnold, on the very center of this bottom of these stairs.
Perfect, thank you. Honestly, if I don't have a flare, I'm lost.
I got you.
Thank God for hunters.
Just getting a food buff.
And it's okay, guys, with this stuff. No one has to have this down immediately. Like, it's even if it seems simple to other people and you have a problem, that's okay. That's what we like learn, and we progress and do things like that. So don't ever feel like ashamed if you don't understand. Even if we've said it a few times, always feel free to ask.
It's supposed to be the hardest fight in Classic as far as coordination. So
Yeah, the mechanics.
Yeah, everybody in every single, like, it's not just the tanks or the healers or everybody has to kind of understand the rotation of it, and it is a little complex. So everyone was good. All right, I'm going to count down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
One.
Second mark's about to go out.
Mark 2's out. For Risen and Warlocks, you're up next. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. I'll get Pepe in a second.
Coming, Mo.
Is that up? Should I save it?
Yeah, don't use it.
Save it, save it, save it.
Okay,
Get to the door if you.
My sacrifice won't be in vain.
Last
I
attempt,
don't
pop
think I
it
got
all.
close enough. Yep.
Well, once any tank dies, it's over.
I should have just let you keep it, Arnold. Then I could have lived.
Oh, I have a soul stone. Look at that.
You're in the void zone.
No, I'm not in the void zone. I see it this
It
time.
was.
Oh no. No.
Well.
All right, by the time we get res guys and buffs and all that, this is going to probably be the last attempt, so just use everything on this attempt.
So just a helpful warning for folks. When they res, don't stand in the black shit. I know this from experience.
Brandon, you need to be in Stormwind, not Westfall first.
Do not continue. Turn back while there's still time.
Hey, this Druid thing's got a screenshot of him having 26,408 armor. That's cool.
Armor cap.
It's 82.8% fucking physical reduction.
Yeah, you got a screenshot of him having shield block? Didn't think so.
That's a good one.
Yeah, guys, it's not a bad idea to have a pair of boots you wear for like this and Heigen that have speed on them. No way.
Says the guy who's rocking 7 agility on his boots. Momer.
Oh, you mean me, the guy who's in the right spot all the time?
I'm just messing with you.
If we were to pull a lifetime log of Heigen the Unclean, I would have the lowest damage taken from the dance. And I've never had speed on my boots. Once. I said lifetime logs.
No.
Oh, but how many times can you
I've
survive
yet
the
to make
hallway?
it out of the tunnel alive.
I haven't
Give me a
declined.
bubble and I'll
He
make
bubbles
it
and leaves
too.
everybody.
Yeah, definitely not a hot pocket.
He doesn't wear his blink.
Of course not. I look after my healers.
Thumbs up, let's do this.
The repair bill will feel Leroy Jenkins it right now.
Guys.
Run away.
Good job, Cerberus.
Apparently, I wasn't on the wall tight enough.
At least it was only you.
Oh,
That's bad, though. We pulled right after talking about doing a Leroy, though. Like,
sitting here going, no, I was kidding.
yeah, no shit.
I mean, if you look at where my body is,
Yeah, I run through there all the time.
Maybe your body is just really, really wide.
I'll just do it this way from now on.
I'm guessing when we come in here Thursday and do it, we're just going to burn X down, or burn Skull and go to X.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We should be able to. We came pretty close without really using anything, so.
So everyone needs to have a shadow pot too?
Yes, DPS, make sure you have at least one shadow pot.
Fire helps too.
Biggest thing is DPS. You guys got to have buffs and bring consumables. Like, this is going to be like our first attempt on it is going to be the big one. So we need to do as much as we can to ensure that we're able to kill Skull. All right, everyone's good. I'm going to count down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mark 1.
See that skull position.
2's about to come out.
Dude is parrying and
Mark
dodging.
2. Arisen and Warlocks be ready. Wait for the meteor. Here's Mark 3.
Coming.
10.
Arisen and Warlocks go in. Nomi and Rogues get ready. Mages got Ignite. Nomi and Rogues head in.
That's Mark 3 for me.
I'm on my way.
Leatherface, I'm coming to you.
And that.
You.
Vor and Mages be ready.
Gonna wait for Meteor. Meteor's gotta go off. Hold on.
Vor and Mages run in.
Coming now, Mum.
Whoever's coming to me, there's a lot
Pepe's
of
got 4 stacks almost.
I got a Martel.
4 stacks on Pepe.
Go get Pep. Mum.
Pepe's dead.
War, I'm coming to you.
Yeah, we had the tank down, so it's gonna be a white. 35. We were just about to reset the rotation too. We almost got all the way through.
All right, that's it for tonight, guys. Like I said, Thursday, just be ready. We're gonna come back here. We're gonna get this.
A lot better. I made it all the way around the clock one time.
Yeah, that was pretty smooth.
Note to self: bring more candles.
Remember, guys, fire resist pot, shadow resist pot. That's two big ones.
Appreciate it, Falcon, but I'm gonna take it out. Go ahead and rest out of here.
Okay.
Good job tonight, though, guys.
Yeah, I think we mostly got it. We just gotta not have tanks dying, and War Bus will help a lot with that. So